Good morning. It is Tuesday and I am headed home. I just came back from a really great meeting. I love meeting people. It's so fun. And that's what I get to do with my work. So it's really cool. I get to meet so many different people for so many different reasons as well. I have, if you've been following me for a while now at this point, you'll know that in every vlog, I'm like, I'm going to a meeting. Well, my meetings are for so many different things, and I am just super grateful that I get to meet with so many different people about so many different things. So that's, yeah. Anyway, so I'm headed home. I have got quite a week this week, actually, and I am looking forward to taking you guys along. I am going horseback riding tomorrow for the first time in 4 years. Has it been 4 years? Maybe 3. I think 3. It's been 3 years. I know I didn't do any riding during the pandemic. That's really what kind of like halted me riding. So yeah, so I'm super excited to do that. The facility that I used to ride at has now moved, so I will be going there, and that's tomorrow. And I don't know if there are any new horses. I'm assuming there are new horses now at that facility, so it should be fun. So I will take you guys with me, and I'm hoping to go on a walk with my friend Carrie. I'm going to take Archie on a walk through Duke Forest, so I'm excited to do that as well. We were supposed to go yesterday, however, I was tired, I wasn't feeling very well, and I had like 2 meetings kind of within the time, like sandwiching the time frame that she and I were planning to go. So I just was like, maybe it's a better idea for us to go on Wednesday. So yeah, so tomorrow I think it's gonna be really busy. I've got horseback riding in the morning, I've got a couple meetings, and then I'm gonna go on a walk in the afternoon. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, the weather is finally at like a nice kind of cool temperature. It's been really like kind of cool and warm, so it's nice to finally like break that break under or move out of that like kind of 70 degree time weather zone. So it's now like in the 60s, so it's perfect for nice cozy sweaters like I have on. And yeah, so anyway, I have nothing else to really say, so I will see you guys later. I'm back. I finished my meeting. As you can see, I've got Archie with me. We just had to come out to Raleigh and just do a few things, do a few drop-offs, and now we're headed back home. And you can probably see Archie chewed half of his green collar, so I need to get him a new collar. And it's actually interesting because I was literally yesterday watching training videos, and I need to get a little cord just like that. So it's kind of ironic that he chewed off his long leash into that. So anyway, so I need to go pick that up. I have a blanket back there, but I also am thinking about getting like a little doggy seat so he doesn't like kind of slosh all over the place. Normally he just lays down on the blanket in the back, but sometimes he gets curious and likes to sit in the center seat right there and pay attention and look out the front window. So yeah. Anyway, see, you can tell he just got cuddled up right behind me. So anyway, yeah, so headed back home now, and not really much. I have a package coming as well, so I will either do the unboxing or you'll just see me. It's some activewear, so I'll probably just throw that on for my walk tomorrow. And I also have already pulled out my equestrian clothes because I just mentioned that I'm going riding tomorrow. So I had to kind of air all that out. It's just been kind of stuffed in the back of my closet. Luckily, I still have all of my boots and my helmet. Luckily, I still have everything. So that's good. But anyway, okay, it is a little distracting having a dog in the car while I drive. So I am going to sign off here, but I'll see you guys later. Good morning. Today is Wednesday. I never know what day it is. All the days blend together with me all the time. So I am actually headed to go riding this morning, and I'm very excited. I have decided to pick back up horseback riding. I haven't done it in a few years. Really, I kind of took a break over the pandemic thing. So I wanted to just kind of get back in the saddle, literally. So I'm headed to actually their new facility now because they, I guess, moved locations since the last time I've ridden there or trained there. So I'm quite excited. I am not sure what horse I'm going to be on. I'm not sure what horses they even have anymore. And yeah, it'll be actually kind of fun to see the new grounds. But yeah, I have to go near Jordan Lake, which is like a pretty nice lake out in Chapel, like past Chapel Hill kind of. So that's where their new facility is. So this is exciting. I am running a few minutes behind, and that's because I woke up on time actually, but just trying to wrangle Archie and do this and do that and, you know, pull all of my gear out. I did pull all of my gear out the other day, but then I kind of like neatly put it back. And so like, I should have just left it out. And then my boots, you can't really see because they're right down there. My boots have been in our front closet for years actually. They've been in the front closet for years. So there's so much dust on them. So they're kind of gross. So when I get there, I'm gonna have to quickly wipe them off and then get to going. So yeah, so I will see you guys when we get there. Back on the horse, but ready for my lesson. Oh my gosh. Just had such an intense lesson. Oh my gosh, so much fun. I'll give you guys the breakdown when I get back into my car, but it was super, super, super fun.
How long time ago was it you rode?
It's been years at this point. Oh, wow, you guys. That was such a workout. Holy cow. I have not been on a horse, as I had just mentioned, in years. So it's been a good 4 years, I would say. And I just completely forgot all of the different muscle groups that you have to use. So yeah. And I wasn't too advanced before. I was, I guess beginner, intermediate rider is where I would have been before the pandemic. And then, I wasn't really able to continue, and just other things kind of happened. But this was just so nice to finally kind of get back in the saddle, one, and then two, figure out what it is that I needed to kind of work on, or just kind of figuring out the muscle groups again, and yeah, putting pressure in certain parts of your legs and all this stuff. So anyway, long story short, it was super fun. I had a great time. I got to ride Pete. I did not think Pete would still be there. And he was. It looked like he had some like cataracts in his eyes, though his eyes were a little cloudy. But otherwise, I'm so excited that I was able to ride Pete. I was like, I always act like animals can understand me. When I first got there and I see him all kind of like, you know, ready to go. And I was like, Pete, oh my gosh, hi, I haven't seen you in years. So that was kind of fun. But he's a really pretty colored horse. I really do like Pete a lot. He's super friendly. He can be a little stubborn, but, and then he kind of like clumps when he trots. So it's kind of like clump, but it's cool. He's a good schooling horse. So anyway, I feel so like you can probably just like tell how excited I am. It's just so nice to be able to do that again. I have been wanting to ride literally for years. I've just been saying to my husband, like, I want to start riding again, to like all my friends, like, I want to start riding again. So it's so nice. I wish I had ridden a lot more when I was a kid. I grew up, I spent a lot of time around horses when I was younger. And the first time I ever rode a horse, I think I was like 6 years old. It was for like a birthday party. And I was like, I want to do this. And I never really did. I think I just rode maybe a couple times when I was younger. But I, you know, as an adult, I'm glad that I'm able to pick up riding and, you know, really kind of enjoy it as a leisurely activity. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. I think I just took a wrong turn somewhere. I definitely did. So I need to get back because I have to get home very quickly because I have a Zoom call coming up in the next 30 minutes or so. So I need to get home, and I definitely took a wrong turn. So I'm gonna get back to my GPS and I'll see you guys later.
Look, Archie, look! It's heaven!
No, Archie, oh my God.
Heaven! Rescue Happy Dog!
Look at he's got a cute paw print on your dress.
Look how beautiful
It's actually so
this
cute.
is.
I know, it's so pretty.
Duke Golf Course is so beautiful.
So pretty.
Just like Nicole!
Oh.
Yes.
Hi, buddy. He's so pretty. He's a happy, pretty baby.
Come on, bud, let's keep going. Your bone. Good boy.
Good evening. Oh my gosh. Today is Thursday. Thursday night. I usually don't record in the evenings just because this is my time to sort of decompress and, I don't know, just kind of go over my day. Archie sees something in the reflection of my fireplace over there. It's okay, Archie. Come back. Play with your bone. Archie. Bone. Come on, go get your bone. He's like, I don't care, Mom. So anyway, I just wanted to quickly come on and recap my day. I went to a luncheon event. James and I went to a luncheon event for the Ronald McDonald House this afternoon. And that was actually really nice. I really enjoyed that. It was a pretty quick event, but I really wanted to just kind of show my support for the cause and the organization, and they really are doing really incredible things. I had mentioned a few vlogs ago that I am working with the Ronald McDonald House, or I'm sort of partnering with them with some other endeavors. So it was really nice to be invited to that and get to kind of spend time listening to the speakers and mingling with people involved with the organization. So that was great. And then I had a couple meetings today. I had a couple webinars today as well. But really, I'm just so incredibly sore. So you guys know that on Tuesday, I had what is today? Today's Thursday. So yesterday, I had a riding lesson for the first time in like 4 years. And so I am so sore. I'm gonna have to show you my bruise. I can't now because I'm in kind of an awkward position. This bruise is like, because when I finished riding on Wednesday, so yesterday, I got home and I was like, why does my leg hurt so much? And even when I was riding, I was like, what is this like kind of sharp pain that I'm feeling like right on the inside of my knee thigh area? And I didn't even think twice about it until last night when I was like, I went to go get, into my pajamas or whatever. and I see this like purple, it was purple, like, and it's like this big, I'll definitely show you, on my leg, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have this horrible bruise. So I have another lesson tomorrow, so I'm trying to just like, you know, hopefully it kind of goes down. So I am putting arnica gel on it. I do use that for bruises. Oh, another thing, Archie. So if you had seen my previous vlog, I showed you that Archie got a new dent and cage, which is actually right behind you right now. And he completely destroyed the little soft squishy bed that I had in there for him. Now, luckily I did purchase this big kind of pad that goes inside the interior of the crate. And I had purchased that with the crate, but he had peed on it. And I said that, I told you that a couple vlogs ago, actually. He peed on it like as soon as I put it in. So I rinsed it off, and it's just been kind of like airing out outside for the past, like, I don't know, week or so. Well, it aired out for like a day, but then I just kind of left it out there. I went and I did my conference call this morning, and I come back and he had completely ripped apart the bed. And like the stuffing on the interior was like this green fuzzy stuff. The whole den was covered in this green fuzzy stuff. I come out of my office, and he's just like curled up asleep, like this like green fuzzy little forest that he'd created in his little den. So I was like, oh my God. So I threw that out, and so I just now put back in his little pad that goes in there. So I forgot to take a picture, or take a little quick clip of the bed that he destroyed, because I was so like go today, so I completely forgot. But like it's just, no, he completely destroyed it, and it was the craziest thing. So I had to put that little pad back in. I'll show you in a second. But yeah, so hopefully he doesn't destroy that. And it's not that he actually typically doesn't destroy stuff. It's just that I think he was just frustrated because I had just taken him out, and then I had to put him back in there to go on to my conference call. And I think he was just like, what's going on? Why am I back in here? So anyway, so it's been quite a day, and just trying to stretch myself out for tomorrow. So anyway, I am going to get back to my stretches, and I'll see you guys in the morning for my lesson. And this is his little puppy pad, or little crate pad that I had to put in there because he destroyed his other little bed. Didn't you, Archie? Didn't you destroy your other bed, buddy? You destroyed it? Yeah? Yeah? Oh, you want to play with your ball? Okay. And he completely hijacked my blanket back there, so is what it is. This is his new space. So yeah. Oh, hey. Hello. I'm a little sore, but it's okay. I've been stretching. And this is my second lesson this week. I'll just quickly show you what I'm wearing. I've got on my Holland Cooper vest. I really like this. I wore this last time. Just some riding leggings and my tread step boots. And I'm wearing just a schooling shirt that I've had for a while. It's like it's polka dot. It's kind of fun. I like that it has this like kind of breathable kind of material there. And then of course, my helmet. But yeah, so I'm a little sore, but we'll see how it goes today. This is Bear. I will be riding Bear. Look how pretty. Say hi, Bear. So we're just putting everything back on the horse a little bit better, but yeah, I was saying a minute ago that I'm still a little sore. My bruise has gone down just a bit, but I did some stretching last night and I think I'll be a lot better. I went on a long walk with Archie this morning, so that also kind of loosened up my muscles. So I think I should be a little warmed up for my ride today. So yeah, let's get to it. So I just finished my ride. That was so much fun. Something's caught. Oh, it was so much fun. And yeah, I did a little jump. I'm so excited. I was not expecting to do that. So it's pretty cool. So I'm gonna get home. I've got to get on a Zoom call, but I'll talk to you guys later. Early in the morning. It's Charlotte. You guys, Charlotte came back and she brought her baby. Oh my gosh. It is 7 o'clock in the morning on Saturday, and I wasn't even planning on waking up, but I look in the backyard and I saw something, so I quickly put my glasses on. And it's Charlotte, and if you can see right behind her, her baby. She brought her little fawn with her. I called it a doe in my last vlog, so sorry about that. I actually called it wrong, but it's called a fawn. A baby deer is called a fawn. But look, can you even see? They were just standing right here, so I left them an apple. How cool is that? I wish they would come out of the woods so you could see. And it looks like her fawn has gotten a lot bigger. You can kind of see. Look, one's right there. And the other is right over there. Wait, where is she? Right there. I'm gonna go get that apple and toss it a little bit closer to them. But, oh my gosh, you guys, I just had to come out and show you. Let me see if I can get a better angle. So there's Charlotte. Hi. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte. You brought your baby. Hi. Hi. So cool. Today is Monday, and I am in Winston-Salem in North Carolina getting new headshots with a photographer named John Hooper, and we just did a whole set in this tan cashmere top that I'm wearing right now. This is from Naked Cashmere, and oh my gosh, I'm so happy with how the photos turned out. They're so gorgeous. So my next outfit is going to be this black turtleneck, and I'm gonna throw on some heels that I have down here. And then my third outfit is this tan linen shirt that I got from H&M. So I'm not gonna show you the studio just because it is kind of a private location, but this is my little personal dressing room that I have here. So I'll show you my whole look from the front. So this is my outfit for the first shot. And I actually really love this look for this first photo, but you know, obviously it's headshot, so it's like, you know, from here up, but so good. And you know, it's so interesting getting headshots because, you know, you really have to kind of channel the energy of the character, I guess, that you're going for. So I was going for very lake house vibes. I could not remember the film that I was thinking of, but the actress was at a lake, and you know, she was wearing like some kind of oversized cashmere sweater like this, and so I was like channeling that. I'm pretty sure in my head it was like 3 different films together that I blended, but doesn't matter. So we got the shot, and now I'm going to change into my black top outfit, and we'll get going. So I will see you in just a second. Gorgeous shots. Let's go through a couple of these. Yeah, it's so good. I'm so excited. So good. Okie doke. So I just did this outfit. So it is black turtleneck. I'll actually go in the other room, but we just finished another set of looks. So pleased. They came out really beautiful. So you guys got to see a little bit of a sneak peek. So I'm gonna change into my next look, and we have one more outfit to shoot. So I'll be back shortly. And just really quickly, this was my second look. So I've got this black turtleneck on, jeans, belts, and then I put these brown boots on. This actually was my look, like my almost everyday look last year, so it's kind of perfect. But I have one final outfit to put on, and then I'm gonna finish up. So yep, this is this look. Oh my gosh, we did some portrait style photos, so I'll flip through. Wow, so good. So good. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I just finished my final look, and you just saw a little bit of a sneak peek. We did more like portrait style, and it's a little bit grittier, grainier, and you could see my expression was very intense, almost a little reserved, like I'm hiding something. So it's very, the whole look reminded me of the Scorsese film Killers of the Flower Moon that just came out last year, I want to say. But it's stunning. I mean, I just love that whole look. I just love portrait photography in general. And so to be able to blend that with the headshots is really, really unique. And then we also did some headshots that will work for my author page. So I can use that with my books and anything that has to do with publishing. So I'm really, really pleased. I'm so happy. But anyway, I am done here. So I'm gonna head home, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, I am on the way home. I wasn't gonna record on my way back, but I wanted to just quickly give a breakdown as to why I went and got headshots. So for those of you that don't know, I am an actress, whatever. I like to say actor, just because, you know, we don't say doctress, we say doctor. So I am an actor, and I have been for a long time. long time now. Really, if we really calculate how long I've been acting since I was 5 years old. But professionally, as a profession, I've been doing this for 11 years now. So, you know, I've done film, a lot of, you know, independent films. Did some TV and commercials, lots of commercials. So anyway, as a professional actor, we have to get headshots, obviously. And it's actually recommended that we update our headshots like every year, but like at least every 3 years. And I think the last time I got my headshots done, it was like, I don't know, maybe it was before the pandemic, I think it was before the pandemic. So it's been a while. So anyway, so I needed to get those done. And then also, if you have been following along, you'll know that I did have some cosmetic surgery done. So my skin is a lot clearer, it's a lot better. And I just feel like I have a much cleaner canvas, if that makes sense. So I really needed to get some updated headshots. My hair is a lot longer. So yeah, so just anytime your look changes, it's recommended that you get updated headshots. If you haven't changed your look, then obviously you can wait, you know, a year, 2, 3 years. But anyway, so I had to get those done. And then in addition to being an actor, I am also an author. So as an author, I also have to have updated headshots. Just for any websites that I post on, I have like a little author profile on Amazon that I want to keep updated as well. And wait a second, 200 feet, is this coming up right here? Where is my turn? This is odd. Is this my turn? It says turn in 0.3 miles. Okay, well, whatever. I don't know where I am. So anyway, author headshots, I have to get those updated. And then lastly, I also have my own magazine as well. So, hold on, 300 feet. Is this it? Georgetown Road, yep. As a publisher, I also want to make sure that I have, you know, great photos and photos of myself, updated photos of myself. I typically use my photographer for my magazine, for my photos, but, you know, because I was doing headshot photos, I wanted to get some good headshots as well. So anyway, long story short, you know, having updated headshots is super important for me for all the different businesses and all the different things that I do. So anyway, I'm so pleased with this shoot. Oh my gosh, like I had, as I showed you, 3 different looks. I technically brought 4, but we only shot 3. And the first 2 were gorgeous. I wore this tan sweater, as I told you. I did not have this underneath. I just threw this on because I was leaving. But had this tan sweater. My hair was down. And it was really gorgeous. Like, oh my gosh. Like, the shot just came out so beautifully. And then we did the black turtleneck. And that was, like, intense. Also really beautiful. And then we did some almost kind of portrait style with that look as well. I wish I could have like recorded while I was shooting, but it was like a private studio, and so yeah, so I wasn't really able to do that. But you guys got to see a couple of the photos that we took and the dressing room and stuff. And then, but the final look, the reason why I wanted to come on again and talk to you guys is because the final look was like incredible. Like it was, I was going for like a very like farmer kind of vibe, because actually last night I just watched again for like the 3rd or 4th time, I watched the movie Looper, and that movie has Bruce Willis, Emily Blunt, and oh my gosh, I cannot, Jason Gordon-Levitt, and those are the main characters. And her like kind of vibe is actually, funny enough, I'm like looking at like a cornfield, like an empty cornfield, but she lives on a farm and she like kind of has corn and there's a cornfield and stuff, but it's very like, you know, weathered down. You can tell she like is just kind of almost like she's lived life, you know, and so that's the vibe I was going for with that particular for that last look. and I'm so pleased with how it came out. We actually did almost like portrait style, and it was stunning. Like I really, like showing you on through the camera doesn't really do it justice because it just was so beautiful. But anyway, I just wanted to clarify, let you guys know why I was getting the shots, and yeah, just tell you that I was really pleased with it, really pleased with the headshots, and yeah, so I'm so excited to see those when they're finally edited. But anyway, I am really out in the sticks, out in the boonies, so I need to focus on my map, and so I'm gonna do that, and I'll catch you guys later. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, and as you see in the background, I am at a golf course. I just had to come out here to drop something off, but I just figured while I have this lovely background and while I have the sound of golfers hitting hitting balls, I would just come on and say hi. So I guess I wanted to, I don't know, just come on and say hello and chat with you guys really quickly. But I don't know, I feel like I'm at this phase in my life right now where I feel like things are getting back to what they used to be. So I don't know how many of you, you know, were affected by, you know, COVID, the pandemic. I'm sorry, there's a golf cart backing up. But affected by, you know, COVID, the pandemic, and how that kind of reoriented you, because it definitely reoriented me. And you know, especially I mentioned yesterday, you know, I was getting new headshots, and really the last time that I had gotten new headshots was before the pandemic. And you know, as an actor, you know, those of you that have been paying attention will have known that you know, we had the writer's strike and then the actor's strike, and that really did affect like my work, and that affected like the amount of auditions that I was getting. So just to kind of get back in the saddle and get back to it is great, and get new headshots and just feel like everything is kind of ramping back up is a great feeling. But you know, simultaneously it's interesting because we're watching as Hollywood, you know, is kind of like, things are changing in Hollywood. And you know, I've been, as I mentioned yesterday, you know, I've been doing this for over 10 years, so like over a decade in this industry, and I was really fortunate enough not to have to deal with a lot of the atrocious things that people have been accused of, and I have never had to deal with people like that. I never had to experience any horrific things through working as a working actor. I was actually really fortunate to work with really incredible people, really incredible directors, and just have really awesome opportunities, you know, to be in films and TV shows and stuff. So anyway though, so it's just so interesting watching all the changes that are happening in this industry and how to navigate them. So, you know, as I mentioned, with COVID, with the pandemic, everything halted in this industry, and it really did affect a lot as well. So, you know, obviously work slowed down for writers, it slowed down for actors, it slowed down for pretty much everybody, because you can't do work without the writers, and you can't do as an actor, you know, I couldn't work, couldn't be on set and stuff. So it just feels like everything is kind of ramping back up, and it has been for a few months now, but I feel like it's like things are getting back to normal in the sense that work is, you know, there's more work available, but at the same time, because Hollywood is in the midst of this sort of change, I feel like there's a new energy surrounding Hollywood, surrounding filmmaking. I'm finding a lot of people are, you know, and we've seen this for like a few years now at this point, but a lot of people are making their own content. They're putting their own content out on like platforms like YouTube and Tubi, and all these other kind of like independent platforms, because, you know, the old school traditional route, you know, where you go through these studios, things are changing, and, you know, people don't want to work with these, you know, gross producers and directors that are, you know, taking advantage of people. People don't want to work with them, and they don't want to watch the work that comes out of them. So these big, huge studios that, you know, have their top execs, like, you know, accused of all these really horrible things, people don't want to be involved with that. They don't want to be involved, and they don't want to support that. So that's why so much, there's a pivot happening. You know, there's a pivot in the sense that people are not consuming the content the way they were. There's a pivot in the sense that the work slowed down because of the pandemic, and then there's a pivot because people don't want to support or work with people who are accused of bad things. It's like the easiest way I can say it, especially on YouTube without getting censored. So yeah, so it's just really interesting watching all this and having to navigate it, and feeling like I'm, you know, I feel like I'm about to, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm trying to say. I guess what I'm saying is that me going and getting new headshots feels like this next step, this next phase, in this new industry, because it's the same industry in the sense that there's, you know, the same input and output as far as like filmmaking, right? But it's different in the sense that people are consuming it differently, and we're having to sort of really figure out how that works and how to be successful in that. And I'm finding a lot of creators, a lot of actors, writers are turning to, you know, individual content creation, like myself doing YouTube, doing blogs and stuff. And it also, I feel like people are consuming it this way as well, meaning that people are turning to, well, shorter term content. But I feel like even the short term content, like your TikToks and your Instagrams, the short form. So TikToks and Instagrams, they kind of took the place of the long form for a while, and I wonder if that actually has to do with the fact that everything got shut down because of COVID. And so people started just consuming faster and faster content, like more, quicker, scroll, right? But simultaneously, there is that need for the longer content, you know? There's that need to be entertained, or to you know, watch something that makes you feel, you know? That's the whole point of this. That's why people have been going to the play, going to see plays for hundreds, if not thousands of years. That's why people sat around the campfire and listened to stories, because people they want to imagine, you know? That's the whole point of creativity and making content, such as films, and that type of thing. So I don't know. I don't really know I know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know if I'm saying it properly. I guess all I'm saying is that,
having fun practicing? You're playing. I'm playing.
I guess all I'm saying is that I feel that there is a change that has been happening over the past few years, and I feel like, I don't know, something is about to, I don't know. I just don't know. But I feel like me going and getting headshots is my step towards whatever that change is, you know? Whether that means continuing with legacy media, you know, production companies and filmmaking processes, you know, going through the big companies and auditioning and booking a project and going on set, or if that means making my own content like I am with the vlog, working with smaller creators and doing our own thing. I just don't know. But I do feel like, you know, I do feel like change is afoot. Things are happening. So I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to talk to you real quick. This is my outfit. I have on this old sweater. It is, who makes the sweater? I can't remember who makes it. But it's nice. It's like nice and thick. It's wool. And then I've got some just black jeans and then my sneakers. So anyway, yeah, I hope that wasn't like confusing what I was trying to say. I just wanted to, I guess, tie up what I was, doing yesterday, and, just the simple fact that I'm horseback riding again. I guess what I'm trying to say is I feel like I'm getting back to who I was, but there's a slight change because things are changing, as far as like the industry and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it there, and I'll catch you guys later. I'm back. I just got out of, or just left the golf course, and I'm sitting in my car. I'm about to leave and go do a couple other things, but I had another thought and I wanted to quickly say it to you guys. So I was talking about the changes that are happening in the industry, the fact that people don't really consume content the same way. And I also wanted to throw this in because I had a conversation with my cousin last night, and he also is a writer, he's an actor, and he's based in Philly. And we were just talking about just, the reason why people aren't consuming films, TV shows the way they were. And we do know that this is actually happening because there's a lot of consolidation. Disney is like swallowing up every like smaller production company and really putting their own Disney spin on it, which in some cases is okay, but in other cases it's things that people don't want to really hear. Like I had just mentioned, people go to the cinema, they sit around the campfire, they listen to storytelling because they want to be entertained and they want to use their imagination. A lot of times it's because they want to escape from whatever it is that they're dealing with. They just want to kind of relax, enjoy something, and then move on. And a lot of the content these days is very preachy. It's very like, you need to do this, you can't do that. People don't want to be preached to, and that's what my cousin and I were talking about last night. And it's things that are just like don't really align with the values of a lot of other people, or a lot of people don't appreciate these little things that are getting thrown into TV shows, getting written into these TV shows and movies and stuff. So the content is different, and that might have to do with the fact that, as I just mentioned, all the consolidations that are happening with the big production houses. It could have something to do with that. It could have something to do with this sort of idea of having to include everybody, which is, great. Everyone needs to be included. But sometimes that comes to the detriment of a well-written project. And then people go to the film and they see it and they leave more annoyed than entertained, because it was, things are in there that they are not necessarily interested in. So there's that element. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact, that a lot of people are not consuming the content as they were before, because we have seen a decline in film, in the gross profit of films. Like if you're paying attention to sort of the business aspect of this industry, and anyone who is in the industry likely is, but for anyone that is not involved in this, there's a whole business side. And when a film gets made, there's a certain budget. They obviously have to meet that budget, and then obviously hopefully get a profit from that. But we're finding, or what is kind of what people are starting to realize, is that a lot of these films are not making that big of a profit. So they're kind of losing money, and that could have something to do with as I just mentioned, the consolidation. It could have something to do with the content, the writing. So there's a lot of factors. I personally think it has a lot to do with the writing, which is, hence the writer's strike. A lot of times, well, one, writers are not getting compensated as much as they should. But then also, a lot of these projects are just rewrites or remakes of other things that were popular in the early, late 90s. And not to get too deep into this, but there's a lot of theft that goes along with these big projects. Like a lot of writers get their content stolen, and that is what my cousin and I talked about last night. Like we personally know people who've had their content stolen and turned into these big budget TV shows, big budget films, and I am actually one of those people who has had their content stolen and, you know, turned into an Emmy-winning TV show. So, you know, that type of stuff happens, you know. The theft of smaller creators can definitely happen, and which is why, you know, I think that also contributes to the writer strike. I think writers are starting to realize that they're undervalued, and they have obviously realized this for a while because we have had strikes in the past, but it's like more clear now, especially with this sort of, it almost seems like there's nothing new in Hollywood, you know, which I think is why. So there's several things. There's nothing new in Hollywood, meaning, I mean, there is new. Let me be clear. There's very little that is new in Hollywood. Most projects are remakes or rewrites of previously successful projects, or they're like a sequel to something that doesn't need to be we don't need a sequel, but they're making sequels because they're like, oh, you know, these big houses are like, oh, we made a lot of money off of that. Let's continue and let's try to, you know, suck as much out of it as we can rather than just creating something new. So there's that element that comes into these projects. So the writers are getting passed over. So new content is not really being circulated because, here are these creative, incredibly creative, talented writers whose projects aren't getting made, or, you know, they're having to do rewrites of other writers' stuff. And so there's this sort of like continuation of the same old in Hollywood. And I know why they're doing it. They realize they made money off. It's all money. It's all business, you know? So they're looking at these projects like, oh, we made money off of this, rather than making something new and entertaining people, which is entirely what this industry is about. Let's actually just remake this other really successful film and make the money. And so that contributes to people not wanting to watch the content. And then, you know, then you've got Disney over here buying up buying up Pixar and buying up, you know, the Star Wars franchise and buying up Marvel and all these other things, now buying Hulu. You know, it's like they're buying everything, so all the content is similar in that sense. They're all sort of, it's all preachy, you know, whatever they're trying to talk about. And so you've got all these people over here. You've got writers whose content, you know, we're not getting new stuff. Like the writers aren't being heard and they're not getting paid. Then you have actors who are less likely to book, new actors that are less likely to book something because it's all, you know, nepotism also happening in Hollywood. And I did talk about that in a previous vlog episode. And then you have the viewers or the consumers who are so bored and tired of the same old that's happening in Hollywood, you know, and so they're not watching it. And they're also tired of being preached to and all these agendas and stuff. So you've got all of these things happening as to why there's a shift. And so that's all I wanted to just kind of say, like, that's really the heart of what's going on. And then that underlying factor is all of these people over here, this Hollywood, you know, entity. Not only are they, sucking up all of the good, you know, for business, for profit, but then the people at the top are gross and they're taking advantage of people in so many different ways. And then they're stealing things. They're stealing things from smaller, more talented people. So it's like, that's what's going on. And it's just more and more prevalent. It's becoming more and more clear. And so someone in the thick of it, like kind of in the middle, like I'm a consumer, but I'm also a participant in the sort of creation of all these things. It's fascinating and it's difficult to navigate, to be honest. And that's what my cousin and I were talking about, is like, how do we fit in? Because we have these projects that we have written, we want to get them made, but do we go the legacy route? Do we do it our own way? So that's why, so that's really all I wanted to come back on and say, is there's a lot, there's change is afoot, as I just said, you know, there's a lot changing, but being prepared for change, I think, is important, you know, like recognizing that things are shifting and just sort of keeping an eye on everything is like, that's where I am. That's the space I'm in right now. And so anyway, so in the interim, you will get vlogs from me as you have been. So if you like this content, please, definitely like and subscribe and share and all that jazz, because, it's fun. I enjoy this and I hope you guys enjoy my vlogs. But anyway, I'm gonna get to it. I've got to go do a few more errands, so I'll see you guys later. This just came in the mail. This brand called Rise Mushroom Coffee. And we ordered it as an alternative to regular coffee, which I drink almost every day. I drink espresso and stuff. So James recommended we try this out. So I went ahead and got some. And it came in this neat little box here. And they also gave us this overnight oats and protein kind of thing. Not really sure. And then this little spoon that goes with it. So we're gonna try it out. Hopefully it is yummy. So as it's brewing, I just wanted to show you this. This is the, I guess it tells you how you can make different types of lattes, and then these are the different types of mushrooms. Oh, the light's allowing me to show you. Different type of mushrooms that are inside of it. So we've got cordyceps, lion's mane, reishi, shiitake, turkey tail, and king trumpet. So that's really cool. I'm excited to try it out. So got it brewing right there. I've already put a tablespoon in. And then, let's see. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So let's see. Is it done? It looks like it's almost done. Okay. Ooh, yummy. I need to put the light on. Hold on. Okay. I had the light just so you could see. Let's stir it up. That's quite yummy. The consistency is interesting. Can you see it? Interesting. So let's make it a little bit into a latte. See what this looks like. Excuse my mess on the counter. Yummy. Hopefully it tastes good. Quite yummy. Let's do iced. Good morning. Today is Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday. And I just finished a meeting. I'm out here in Pittsburgh. And I came to this place called the People's Coffee, People's Store. The People's Coffee? The People's Coffee. The People's Store is an agency in Atlanta, funny enough, but an acting agency. But yeah, the People's Coffee. I just ordered a maple latte, and it's good. She gave me an extra shot of maple. But I made some mushroom coffee this morning before my meeting, and I was drinking it in the car, and it splashed into my eye. So my eye is like, I'm talking like hot coffee. It went like, I hit a bump and it went and like splashed right into my eye, and I was like, ah! So I cleaned it up as best I could. I'm not sure if my eye is like red or not, but it kind of hurts a little. I'm like, oh my gosh. But I guess I'll be all right. I have another meeting in about 45 minutes, so that's why I wanted to come here and get some coffee. And I guess just kind of round out the vlog because I realized that this is a very long vlog. I normally kind of cut it off around the 45-50 minute mark, so I'm hoping it's not much longer than that. I don't really know offhand, but yeah, so anyway, I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend. You guys will have actually seen this after the weekend, so but I hope you all have had a good weekend. It is raining today, so that's why I'm like, I've got my raincoat on and stuff. But I am still wearing actually the same sweater I had on for my headshots. Oh, by the way, I got my headshots back, or I got one of them back, and it's gorgeous. It's so stunning. I'm so pleased with how it turned out. As a matter of fact, I'm about to pull my tablet out, so I might give you guys a little sneak peek of how the final headshot turned out. So this is just one. I'm gonna get a few more, like probably like 5 or 6. But yeah, I'm just doing one or two at a time, just because right now I'm just in the process of revamping my whole IMDb and just like my whole image almost, in a sense, or just like kind of upgrading, not really revamping, just like upgrading everything, because my look has changed, not too much, but it's changed enough. So I need to get all of that updated and everything. So I'm really happy about that. But anyway, yeah, so I don't want to make this little section too long, but just wanted to say hello. Hope everyone has a great weekend or a great rest of your week whenever you're actually watching this. And again, I would love it if you became a subscriber, if you liked and commented. I love reading you guys' comments. So welcome, welcome to my channel, and definitely stay tuned for my next vlog episode. So I will see you guys next time.